Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is application of derivative. This is your sixth chapter of your NCRT, and this chapter is totally based on derivatives. If you have a good practice of derivative, then you can very easily solve each and every question of this chapter. Okay. So as you from the name you can guess, it is the application of derivatives. Fine. So let's start. As all of us know that the first exercise is not coming in your exam. It has been deleted. So we will start our second exercise. So our second exercise is totally based on increasing or decreasing function. For increasing or decreasing function, just you have to remember that if your first derivative f dash x, okay, if your f dash x is greater than 0, okay, then it is increasing function. If your f dash x is less than 0, then it is decreasing. Okay, so only these two things you have to keep in mind. So I will tell you when I will solve this question, you will understand the steps to how we can solve this question. Okay, just we have to use only these two things in the whole exercise. Now see, here you have this question, fx is equals to 4x cube minus 6x square minus 72x plus 30. Fine, this is your fx which is given in the question. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to find out the first derivative. So you have to write the statement. I'm not writing. Okay, okay. So you have to write the statement first. This is f dash x. This will be 12x square minus 12x minus 72. This will be 0. So this is your first derivative. Now I'm taking 12 as common, so you will get x square minus x minus 6. Okay, this is our equation number 1. Now put f dash x equals to 0. When you will put this equals to 0, you will get this. When this 12 will come in the denominator of this, it will remain 0. So x square minus x minus 6, you have what you have to do here, you have to split the middle down. So I'm splitting here. Okay, so you will get these two factors, x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, let me adjust the next page. Yes, here it is. So here your first this factor I am putting equals to 0, and second factor, that is x plus 2, you have to put equals to 0. Okay, so here I will get x equals to 3 and here I will get x equals to minus 2. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to draw a number line. This is your number line. It is from minus infinity. The end of this number line is minus infinity, and this is infinity. Okay, so here I'm taking these two numbers. Here 3 will come, sorry, here minus 2 will come, and here 3 will come. Okay, now from this you can see that you have 3 intervals, that is minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to 3, and third one is 3 to infinity. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to take each interval. Okay, suppose I am taking this interval, this one, and your f dash x is 12 x square minus x minus 6. This is your f dash x. Now I am putting I will take any value which lie in this interval. So I am taking minus 2, so I'm taking minus 3. If you will put minus 3 here, okay, so you are getting positive value. Okay, similarly, if you will take this interval, and if you will put the any one of the value from this interval, that is if I will put 2, if you will put 2 here, you will get 4 minus 2 minus 6. So you are getting negative value. Okay, fine. Are you getting the points? Actually, here I am solving all these. Okay, I am showing you, but in exam there is no need to solve like this. Fine, I will tell you how you will solve, how you have to write in exam, but here I am explaining so that you can understand it. Okay, actually these two steps no need to explain in your exam. I will tell you how you can solve this. Fine, so this concept is new, so that's why I'm solving here. And similarly, if you will take this one, you will get positive value in this third interval. Okay, so I'm rubbing this. So in exam, how you can represent, see, you have to make a table. In this you have to write intervals, okay, intervals you have to write. Here you have to write sine of f dash x. This is f dash actually. Okay, and here it is nature, whether it is increasing or decreasing. So here I'm writing the first interval, that is minus infinity to minus 2. So here the sine of f dash x, you can check. If you in mind you can calculate. If you will take any value, that is if I am taking minus 3 as I have taken. So in first equation, if you will put this, if you will take minus 3 and you will put in this equation, you were getting positive value. Okay, you are getting positive value, so nature will be increasing function. Fine, increasing function. Here you can write nature of function. so no need to write this, just you have to write increasing. Okay, similarly you have to take another interval. Again you have to check, as we will get negative value, so this is decreasing. Okay, now you have to take third value. Okay, so here f dash is coming positive, so it is increasing. So this table is important, this table you can draw. So this is how you can show increasing or decreasing function. This is how you can solve any polynomial equation. Got it? Now we are taking a trigonometric function. Okay, this is our example number 13. Fine. As you know that if I'm solving an example of this chapter, so they must be very important. Fine. So these examples are more important as compared to exercise question. So that's why I'm solving here. And if you will understand the examples only, so you will very easily you can solve this whole exercise. So that's why I'm taking examples only. Okay. So first question which we have solved, that was a polynomial equation. So here we are solving a trigonometric function. Fine. So here fx is given to us. So I'm writing it again, sin x plus cos x. Okay. So fx is equal to sin x plus cos x. This is given to us. Okay. So again the same concept you have to apply. So here I'm differentiating. Here I'm writing. Both sides with respect to x. Okay. And we get. Fine. So your f dash x is equals to, this would be cos x and this would be minus sin x. Fine. Now put f dash x equals to 0. If you will put this equals to 0, so you will get cos x minus sin x. Okay, I'm taking the sin x on this side. Sin x is equals to cos x. So sin x upon this cos x will come in denominator of this, and this implies this will give you tan x equals to 1. Okay, so as you know that the value of tan is equals to 1 when your tan is pi by 4. At this point, from this you will get x equals to pi by 4. Okay, or the value of this will lie in third quadrant. So you can write pi plus pi by 4 tan pi by 4. I think you are getting from how I am solving this. Okay, actually you have done this in your 11th class. If you're not getting, so I am explaining again. See, the value of tan, here you are getting tan x equals to 1. So at two values, the value of tan x is 1. Okay, at tan pi by 4, so at place of 1 I am writing tan pi by 4. When you will compare the angles, here you will get x equals to pi by 4. And the value of tan is positive in third quadrant. So I am writing pi plus pi by 4. This concept you have done in your trigonometry of 11th class. Okay, so when you will take LCM, you will get tan pi by 4. So here the x will be, if if you'll compare the angle, 5 pi by 4. So here you are getting two values for x. Got it? So let me adjust the next page. So here you have to take a number line. Okay, here you have to take minus infinity to infinity. No, actually this is a trigonometric function, so its value will lie from 0 to 2 pi. Fine, so you will write 0 to 2 pi. Fine, and this pi by 4 here, and this 5 pi by 4 here. Got it? Now your first interval, zero to pi by 4. Second interval is pi by 4 to 5 pi by 4. The third interval is 5 pi by 4 to 2 pi. Okay, this is our interval. Here sine of f dash x, here nature of function. Okay, now you find your first equation, and I'm writing here I'm writing the equation. Your f dash x is cos x minus sin x. Fine. If I will take 30 degree, okay, it is lying between these two. So if we take 30, the sin 30 is cos 30 is root 3 by 2 minus sin 30 is 1 by 2. So as you note that this is greater as compared to this, so you will get the positive value. Okay, so here the sign of f dash x would be positive. Okay, are you getting my points? So here I'm solving. If you want to solve here, you can solve here. You can show this calculation also. Okay, fine. What I'm doing, I'm repeating once again. If I'm taking this interval, so 30 is lying between these two intervals, so I will put this 30 here at a place of x. Cos 30 minus sin 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and sin 30 is 1 by 2. So as you know that root 3 by 2 is greater than 1 by 2. Okay, so the answer which will come, that would be positive. So here f dash x is positive, so it is increasing. Okay, and similarly the next interval is, it is 45 into 5, that is 2 to 5. So here it is lying 45 to 2 to 5. So you can take any value. I'm taking 60. Okay, or you can take 90 also. If I will take 90, so cos 90 is 0, sin 90 is 1, so you will get negative value. So your f dash x would be negative. Are you getting this? How I am solving? See, I am explaining. Cos 90 is 0 minus sin 90. If I will replace x by 90, so the value of sin 90 is 1, so you are getting minus 1. So here f dash x is negative, so it is decreasing. Fine. And at this you will get positive value, so it is increasing. So this is how you can solve this question. Okay, this is your required table which you have to draw at the end of the question. This table is very important. Now after doing these two questions, Now you can try your exercise 6.2. Fine. There are so many questions which you can solve on the basis of this concept only. Fine. In next video I will solve that some important question from the exercise. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.